Hi, I'm Peter Sramek. I teach in photography, and I'm also chair of cross-disciplinary art practices. And the particular course that I'm speaking about that does a lot of online work is called International Collaboration Studio, where we are working with students in faculty in various schools around the world. So our partners right now are in Finland, Germany, South Korea, and we're expanding to include China, Japan, India, and it's been exciting. We've been working on this for about 3 or 4 years now. In my own work, my own practice, I've been working both with analog photography and digital imaging, and have been working more recently on developing sort of interactive versions of a project that I've worked on in Paris for the last 4 years. I had a book that came out last year which had photographs of 184 sites in Paris, working with historical photographs as well, and I'm working on an iPad version of the whole project where you can sort of access the images and move through the maps of the city and the historical maps and historical photographs as well as my contemporary work. This is the app that we're working on, and you can see here there's me photographing in Paris, which is very exciting, and then text and so on, and then the various maps that we're working on, the historical maps, and being able to look at the historical photographs of the city and my photographs of the same places. So it's a rephotographic project where I'm rephotographing locations and comparing how things have changed. It relates primarily to major urban changes in the mid-19th century in Paris under the Haussmann project, because that's where the historical photographs come from. With the international collaboration course, because so much of it happens online, one of the challenges we had was how do we build some kind of documentation or visibility to what students are doing. The students are working in small groups. You might have 2 people at OCAD and then people in Berlin and Finland and Korea all working together, and they're doing stuff and they're communicating, but us as faculty at the various schools, we don't necessarily see what they're doing. So we had to really think about how can we make that work visible. And what we're finding is that students will very quickly default to working on Facebook in terms of communication. So we've created a blog. We have a Tumblr blog that really is the public face, and certainly it's the face that the faculty see. We use it for things like introductory videos. The students have to do a short video clip where they introduce themselves. This was the students' idea. They found that just having someone put a little line of text with a few pictures was not very indicative of what the person really was like. So they wanted a video. So that was their idea, and we've been doing that for, I think this will be our 3rd year.
Los!
Moin Moin, I'm Christine from North Germany and I'm studying communication design in 2nd semester. I'm 20 years old.
And it's great. It's really fun. It may be 2 minutes and it may be really self-conscious, but it means that all the students who are part of the program can see all the other people in sort of live. We also use Skype, what we call the Skype dating kind of thing, where we have various groups, maybe like 4 or 5 people at each institution, and they get 20 minutes to talk. We've tried it individually. That's a bit too chaotic and doesn't work very well. But then the blog becomes a place where people put up their ideas, they put up images, and you can go through it. And it's a public blog too, which is interesting because it means anybody can go and view it. And the interesting thing about the video is that it's an opportunity for students who are shy about speaking, for instance, or English isn't their first language. They can do something that's primarily more visual. And we've had lots of different kinds of videos where they can be very direct in terms of, these are the projects that I'm interested in working on, these are my ideas, or it's something that's more sort of poetic or more related to their general art practice. Sometimes they're just funny. And then the various groups. So you have various group projects that come up on the blog where students are putting up small albums of the work that they've done. Some of these are collaborative. I mean, they're all collaborative projects, but some of them, the images are actually collaborative, so they're layered, moved back and forth, edited together. So we seem to have a lot of the layered ones in this summer session, where images get transferred back and forth and then layered together. So you have Detroit, because we have one of the OCAD photo students is in a summer session in Detroit, so she was working from Detroit this summer. We have Berlin and Korea in terms of mostly the summer students. But it's really very exciting. It's a great way to have students collaborate, work together, to be able to share their work in ways that is both between students, but also public. And then it has a presence that continues on the web, which I think is quite exciting. So this is a display of the books that were produced by the international collaboration students. What we did this year is we had an overall theme of the fake, simulated, and then the groups that formed decided on their own project ideas. So we have fake orgasms, we have mutated objects, we have surreal moments, photographs of sort of fake places.
Books printed, were they done?
These books are blurb publications, which was great because they could be designed in InDesign. And Nilu produced an InDesign template that was sent to all the groups. They put in their content. She then sort of finished them up and did the covers. And then we ordered a set. So it's quite, quite reasonable. It's priced and they look great. And then they're online now, and anybody can order a copy if they want.
That's amazing. Thanks for your time.
You're welcome.